Hello, and welcome back to Shrimple Stuff. Today we're going to be talking about acclimating shrimp and the whole process of how you safely acclimate your shrimp to your tank, and the whole process beforehand as well, making sure that everything is done correctly, safely, and it's the perfect environment for your new shrimp. I'll hopefully cover everything, but if not, I'll leave source information in the description, and don't be afraid to leave a comment. So without further ado, this is a quick guide on how to acclimate your shrimp. This is the tank we set up in the previous video. I added a bit of black substrate as I'm putting black neocaridina in here, and I want to make sure that they look their best still. So the first thing I'm going to cover is testing your tank's parameters. These are the test kits that I use with the GH and KH. This is important because your shrimp need a good GH and KH balance in order to molt. I'm also using the API liquid test kits as well for GH, KH, ammonia, nitrite and nitrate. To know if the tank is cycled, we want 0 ppm ammonia and 0 ppm nitrite. We can have a little bit of nitrate that actually shows that the tank is cycling and releasing those gases, so we'll have a look and hopefully our parameters will be somewhat near where we need. So first we'll look at the ammonia, and that appears to be 0, which I'm very happy about. That's what we're looking for. And the next one is nitrite, and that appears to be 0 as well, so that's awesome news. And we got a little bit of nitrate, so I'll have to do a little water change before we acclimate these guys. But overall, from these tests I can assess that this tank is cycled. With the GH, that's a 7, just under the maximum. They need about sort of 8 to 10 GH. KH is 3, which is perfectly fine. That's sort of about their max range, can be a little bit lower, can be a little bit higher, and the rest of the parameters are perfectly fine. So now we're going to go on to the step with actually acclimating the shrimp. You'll need a little plastic tub, some air line. I use a clip to hold the line into the tank, and I also use a valve as well just to adjust the flow. You can also achieve the same effect by tying a knot in the tube. To get the flow started, you're going to have to suck on the end of the pipe, which is always nasty because sometimes you get aquarium water in the mouth. Always make sure to have something nearby just in case you need to spit out any of that aquarium water. Now what I do is I adjust the valve and make sure that I can get the correct flow. You should not be tumbling around the shrimp too much or putting too much of the new water in their environment too quickly. So I just adjust the valve and make sure it gets to a steady drip. This is a little bit too fast, so I'm just going to turn it down slightly, and then we should hopefully be able to start acclimating them properly. Now that's the kind of flow I'm looking for. So now I'm happy with that. I'm just going to place it gently in the tub and leave that for a fair while and leave it to fill up. This will take a while, but you want to make sure it's about double to 3 times the amount that's actually in the tub, so you know that they are fully acclimated to the parameters they're about to be put into. And now the fun bit, adding them to the tank. So what you need to do is just grab the tub and then put it right over the top of the aquarium and pour it. No, I'm joking. You don't want to be doing this. This is the worst idea. First of all, it will throw everything around your tank and make it look messy, and also not very nice to the shrimp. Always wash your hands as well before you do this, just in case you have contaminants on your hands, and use a net. By far, the most important thing in any shrimp keeper's arsenal. Right, let's see if we can gently get one of these out. You don't want to be chasing them around the tank and stressing them out. Should gently go in the net. And then quickly as you can, transfer her over into the new tank. Gently put them into the water, and they should hopefully come out of the net themselves. Sometimes they will take a bit of convincing, but eventually they'll get there. I'm going to speed up this process because I'm not going to show you doing all of this, as I'm sure you guys have better things to do than watch me catch shrimp. So now they're acclimated, keep an eye on them, make sure that they're not showing any sort of strange behaviour like running around the tank rapidly or up at the top of the tank. This tends to suggest you have ammonia in your tank, so it's always worth retesting. Or there may be other contaminants like possibly chlorine or things like that where you haven't dechlorinated your water. Any questions, please leave in the comments, and please like and subscribe. Keep it shrimple.